Music segment.
Music segment, truth or just a brand? Is it okay to rap what you don't live? Truth or just a brand? Is it okay to rap what you don't live? Mr. Davis,
I think it's levels to
it's levels to this.
that. I think it depends on who you are because at this point everybody looks at stuff as just art.
Mm-hmm.
And it don't matter what genre you at. For the longest, I felt like being a studio Christian, like how can you do that? But then I started realizing not everybody is ministry minded. They just making positive music and say Jesus every now and then. So they're doing it for the brand. You would
Right.
hope that it's the truth, because you should stand on truth if it's gonna be, and people not gonna understand this when they're gonna be like, well, what's the difference? Because you
Mm-hmm.
got sacred and you got secular.
Mm-hmm.
You have people who will act like they is just the most romantic and sleep with all the men or all the women, and they are dedicated to one husband or one
Yep.
wife, and that is it.
Yep.
But that's their brand. That's their
Mm-hmm.
sex appeal is their brand, and that's what they roll with. So they essentially live in a studio Casanova, a studio whorish life, if you will. But that's not what they about at all. Go ahead, bro, because we can keep going with this one for sure.
Yeah, I think it's okay to rap what you don't live because if we're speaking on this just as rap in general, other genres they ain't singing what they live. They it's a caricature of what they're singing about. So if they're singing about being a pimp, they ain't gotta be a pimp to sing it. They're telling a story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm saying like if it ain't rap, if we're talking in other genres, they may singing a secret love songs, and they may not be doing no secret love song type stuff in their real life. They just singing the song, for that. So I think in Christianity, because and in particularly with rap, really just with rap, no other genre within Christianity you're not as held as so much to a standard. To contemporary Christian,
Speak on that.
contemporary Christian is just a song.
Yep.
Gospel, it's just a song. You got a feeling. They may see the person singing the song doing all type of stuff that's totally opposite to what they singing about. Nobody bats an eye. But for some reason, and I don't know the answer to this, when it comes to rap and Christian, it's like, man, you ain't living what you supposed to live. What's wrong with you? I mean, they could be just telling the story. So for the question right here is okay, rap what you don't live. Yeah, I mean you singing a song. Now, if you proclaim to be a preacher that raps, then no, it's not. If you proclaim that, but if you just saying you are a Christian that raps, I mean, what if you singing a song about being a race car driver? You know what I'm saying? And you trying kind of relating that to something else, but you saying you're a race car driver, you ain't never drove a race car. And he's like, man, he wrong. He ain't really no race car driver. He just singing the story, saying the story. You know what I'm saying? Or rapping the story. So I think it's very it's very nuanced in this sense. A lot of people put that weight, and me being a Christian rapper for most of my adult life, they put that weight on you that you gotta be this and you gotta be that. In all reality, like Rob said, there's a lot of artists that sing about smashing everything that move, and they're dedicated to one woman and never cheated a day in their life. They're playing a character. But when it comes to Christianity, I mean, why your character got to be ultra preachy? Why does it have to be that? I mean, that's another question. I'm just wondering, why does your character have to be that? Your character might have to be, I love Jesus and I'm happy. Why can't be that? Go ahead, bro.
Because you do got a lot of Christian R&B singers, and they don't sing raunchy music. They just don't
Mm-mm.
sing gospel music, and a lot of people don't understand that. But you like, and I
Right.
think with the rap and why the weight is on Christianity. And Miss Mac, I see your question. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. Um, I think with the rap thing, it's because the world and the church still has a problem with Christian and rap going together. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's the biggest like people who are
Big
not saved
conundrum.
got a problem with Christian rap because it's like, how can you be a Christian and rapping? So at that point, you're admitting rap not right. If that's the
Right.
case, you
Right.
dig what I'm saying? You like rap
Mm-hmm.
music, but if you saved and you rap, that don't go together, and that ain't of God.
Yeah.
How is it? How is it not? If it's about the lyrics, and if that's the case, you are openly admitting that rap ain't right. If you
Mm-hmm.
think it's such a sin if it's rap in the church. But Miss Mac, the reason why people can rap about stuff that they don't live, some people grew up around it. Listen, I grew up in the hood for real, and I done did
Yeah,
some things. I am far from a hood dude. You
yeah,
dig what I'm saying? But I can relate. I can have a conversation with anybody. You can be the hood as a hood. I'm gonna dap you up. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna go about our way. I don't want that's just the way I grew up. That was my circumstances in growing up. So I can talk hood stuff and cap rap if I wanted to, and tell y'all a story and be like, "Oh
right.
dang, Rob, like
He liked
I can
it.
give you I can give
Right.
you a bunch of ratchet Rob stories because I grew up in that environment, but I'm not a
Yeah.
hood dude. Don't want to be. I praise God where I'm at. Not knocking hood dudes because I still know a gang of them.
Mm-hmm.
So but I'm that's not me. That's not the lifestyle that I portray. That's not it. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how people can talk about something and they didn't actually live it out. Go ahead,
Right.
bro.
All right, Miss Mac, have a good week yourself. Appreciate you sliding through for a while. Hagen said
Higgins.
if everybody was rapping their real life, a lot of these one words would be in jail based on their lyrics. But that's what sells though. And to
Hey,
speak on that, there's a
them
lot of
little
people.
YNs
Some
off.
people are going to jail for their lyrics, and people are fighting for them because it's not fair. You think about it, because the rockers talk about killing their mom, and Marilyn Manson, very graphic, very evil. When he go to jail for it? Because what make rap worse? I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like, what's the difference? Because Eminem rap was very vulgar, not as much anymore. I
Yeah.
heard he might have had an encounter or something. I hope he did. But early on, you know what I'm saying? Marshall
He,
Mathers, that joint
he
was
was
very
killing his
vulgar.
baby mama. Yeah, he was killing his baby mama
Yeah, but I'm just
every
saying in
other song.
rock music that was prevalent. It was normal. I'm not talking about all rock, hard rock, grunge, not just
Yeah.
all, because a lot of rock may be just singing songs, but they screaming. So I don't think that's cool. Everybody, but most people are not rapping their real life, man. Most people, they're glorifying or they trumping it up a little bit. And even in back, because we've been stuck on this Christianity rap thing or Christian rap thing, and Christian rap, some people trump it up too. Some people they'll overbless themselves, knowing they staying in a one family. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing
Right.
wrong with that. You do what you can, but they talking about they got mansions and cars, and it's hard. It's the hard line, or all the rappers do it. It's part of rap. Rap in itself is a braggadocious type art form. You know what I'm saying? You don't win in rap being humble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Super humble rappers are boring most of the time. Super KRS-One super educated rappers sometimes become boring. But he was braggadocious too in a different way. He's braggadocious on his knowledge. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that is
Yeah.
the art form of rap. When Christians rap, the bragging comes on. They brag on how good God is, or their relationship with God, or how they move with God. But you're bragging on something. You're swerving on something. In other words, you're doing something like that. But anyway, Hagen say, but Lil Durk was rapping about killing Rondo cause in his music, and that DA finna use all that in court. Exactly. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be. It
It
shouldn't
shouldn't
be.
be, but
Now, if he
if
really
you
did it though, that's different.
my thing is, so back to that point, a lot of these YNs putting what they actually did into their lyrics. So that's how it's being able they
Yeah,
incriminating
these
themselves. So
youngers different.
incriminating, and then back in the day, NWA and the stuff that they was rapping,
Yeah,
like that was gangster rap when it first came out, and how everybody was so appalled.
right,
The reason that was like Ice Cube said in an interview like years ago, look, we're the news for where we're from. This is what we seen. We may have not lived it, we may have not
right,
been active in it, but it was
right.
all around us.
Yeah,
And that's why people can do it. And listen, the bottom line is when you're a Christian artist, you are held to a standard. But I'm glad C put this caveat out there.
mm-hmm.
If you are a pastor and you are doing this and you're saying that, yes, your words are going to be held totally different than the young dude who didn't make it in the mainstream, and the record label say, look, go over here and this Christian rap is popping. Go over here and we got a writer for you. Go
Right,
over here and make this album, and then the album blow up and you find out my man don't know but two scriptures.
right,
But his label put him in that box. And in my opinion, you should walk it like you talk it when you're in that area because you held to a different standard. But at the same time, if you're telling stories, it's just the way that it goes.
Hagen said, I may have wrapped about a couple extra dollars in my pocket that I really didn't have. Only like 20 extra, though. But if C talked to his missus for me. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Nah, that's funny.
But nah, man.
But
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I don't know. I ain't never lied in not one of my songs. My songs will get me in trouble, bro.
No, Rob rap is real. Matter of fact, just enjoy the story. Don't try to
figure it out.
Just enjoy the story. You know what I'm saying?
Like, this is an ongoing joke, and I'll let you go see.
Yeah.
I remember when Rob used, that one word, I almost said it. That one word said it and lied to me. I didn't confess so many.
My wife and said many times, you want to know anything about my husband, listen to his music. That's what she would say. Or you want to know anything about our house, listen to the music. And she's like, did you have to say that? You know what I'm saying? Because you get to flowing, and music for us, I know much more for my brother, even more so than me. Music is therapy a lot of times. And sometimes you just got to get it out. But the whole world is hearing you getting this therapy out. And sometimes you be like, dang, I didn't mean to say all that. You know, and sometimes names will be nameless, but still you be like, oh, shoot, I should have said. You listen back to it, you listen back to your old music, and you be like, oh, Lord.
Now, one day I didn't get booked.
Right. So, but I think there's a place for authenticity. It's very important, and you should be authentic as an artist. But then, you know, as you grow older, you find out, okay, I can do a happy song. I'm happy. I'm being authentic. I'm happy right now. You know what I'm saying?
I gave him praise.
Yeah, you know, got to give him praise. You know, everybody rock. Hey, you got to give him praise. They always say that, brother. That. But I want to do, I want to hear "Gotta Give Him Praise."
I gotta give him praise.
Yeah,
listen,
I love your album, but
we gotta play the last. We love the album, Rob, but you just a little bit too straightforward for the kids. You gotta give him praise.
Yeah,